Hello everybody, welcome back to another reaction video. Today I'm going to be reacting to Red vs Blue Season 15, Episode 12, Blue vs Red. Now at the end of the last episode we were left on a rather big cliffhanger. And yeah, I have no idea what's going to happen this episode, no idea where we're going to go. From last episode it seems that the Blues and Reds are kind of about to reveal themselves, essentially, if they're confronting Dylan and kind of confronting Jax and that sort of thing. And yeah, Dylan was left being discovered, finding out whatever about Church's message and Vic and Temple, and that have just found her, and now she's at gunpoint, seemingly, is where we left it. And yeah, I'm just excited to see what happens in this episode. Feels like it's going to be a pretty big one, even though it is only about 9 minutes. I think this looks like the shortest one yet. But either way, yeah, let's just not talk about it. Let's just get straight into it, shall we? In 3, 2, 1. It's slightly tweaked. You can hear the music. I think it's like, yeah, it's like just not the normal music.
Sir, they're making another push. So, shoot back. Victory is close at hand. Their flag must be around here somewhere. But we're complete. But nothing. A soldier follows orders no matter what. You do what I tell you, son. Yes, sir. Return fire, Cronut.
With what? We're out of ammo! I'm shooting
is this like a
blanks over
prequel
here.
thing?
In that case, we're gonna have to resort to Plan B. You suck! You're bad at math!
You have table manners that leave much to be desired.
You smell like maybe you forgot to wear deodorant today!
Your mother's lasagna is mediocre.
They're attempting to insult us, sir.
Yeah, I fucking noticed. This ought to shut them up.
Ooh, my turn! Let me try!
Not happening, dude.
Come on! How come you always get the sniper rifle?
Because you're busy getting the prisoner. Also because go fuck yourself.
Oh, is that the prisoner?
Mamma mia! They got Lorenzo!
Questo non è la mia domenica perfetta.
That's right. We got your fucking robot. Now give us back our base or we smash the Goomba.
Oh,
Whoa,
they're in
dude!
blue base. Okay.
That is super racist!
No, it isn't.
Pretty racist, dude.
A Goomba, like in Mario.
E ancora resista.
Whatever. Everyone, shut up, or we're all gonna find out what kind of filling is inside this cannoli.
Ugh, not better. Oh no, what are we gonna do? Ideas, anybody?
Ooh, I got one. If you guys had to get shot somewhere in your body, where would you do it?
Not now, Biff. We're in the middle of a war.
Biff.
It's a legit question, dudes.
How about the pinky toe? That little
Is he
piggy's
gonna
had it
die?
coming for ages.
Are you crazy? All the nerves in your whole body end in your toes, idiot. I want to take a bullet, not feel pain.
The blue bastards have
That
hidden
sounds
their flag
familiar. Who is
something
that?
fierce. Oh, and they have Lorenzo, Surge. Blast! We can't let them keep the robot. I've hid all our top secret battle station plans in that droid. We'll have to hold out for reinforcements. How's our ammo? Listen up, you dirty blue bastards! Red team is graciously and selfishly willing to open negotiations. Your base R belong to us. Surrender
Biff, you're
now
in charge
and
of
we'll
ammo.
spare your meaningless lives.
Christ, this song again. Who's your negotiator?
Me.
No deal. Your last two parlays ended with literal backstabbing. Send someone else.
How about Biff? He's expendable if the talks break down.
Yeah, whatever.
The butt? Are you insane? That's right next to my Jingo Jangos, okay? Bullets splinter.
How about the arm?
Arteries.
Ooh, the
Oh,
ear.
he's
What?
shooting
Yeah, I
him.
can't hear you because some idiot shot my ear off. No way. There's got to be some part of the body that's expendable.
You just need to get shot in the appendix.
If only I was a book.
Biff! Biff! Stab hay! Him
I don't
lay
get that. I
in
don't get
the
what it
back.
means.
Okay?
Was that
My
supposed
index?
to be pig Latin?
I don't know.
hurry it up, Temple? Preferably before they find my masturbatorium.
Stop it, man.
Stop what?
You're staring at me.
I'm not.
R2. I know what you're thinking.
No, you don't.
This is all my fault.
Look, I didn't say a thing.
Well, you're right. Okay? I'm guilty.
Whoa, can we talk about this later? All right, everyone is staring at us.
Fine.
Trade you base for a robot.
Yeah, dude. It was the same damn shit with the same damn idiots. They get a thing, we steal the thing, we get a tank, they blow it up. It's like living in a fucking Looney Tunes cartoon. We didn't know it yet. But all that was about to change.
It's like Caroline are actually going to be their sim trooper kind of thing.
Halt!
Oh, wash.
Who goes there? It's me, going on patrol. No, you're talking to your best friend. What? Me! Oh, right, yeah, of course I am. Loco, why don't you get some sleep? Okay.
Now to go to sleep with my
Whatever.
eyes standing up, as is my custom.
Leave me alone, Sky Puppet.
What did he say? I didn't quite hear what he said.
Heads up.
Holy fuck! Where the hell did you get one of these?
Shore leave. Drink up, you damn dirty blue. Hey, you remember Pearson's class, history freshman year?
I remember someone drawing dicks on my notebook every time I went to the bathroom.
Oh, and then he did those notebook checks? The look on your stupid face.
Fucking asshole. What are you bringing that up for?
Georgina was in that class. You know, that's when we met.
I remember it took you 2 years to finally ask her out. That was a fun day.
Fun. Right. Yeah, you managed to unite the entire fucking cafeteria in a slow clap, you jackass.
We should have joined the fucking Coast Guard.
Yup.
I bet the Coast Guard doesn't divide its people into teams and have them shoot at each other with loaded
So I
assault
assume
rifles.
these two are like
Oh, they
really good
actually
friends,
do.
and
They
then
just use
Biff
harpoon
like
guns.
dies somehow.
What?
So you two were friends before the service. You knew each other.
Yeah, that's right. We grew up together. We enlisted together. Buddy team, they called it.
Why is he
Freelancer
telling Dylan
overlooked that
this?
fact when
Why
they
is he
assigned
telling
us to
him?
opposite teams in the same canyon.
Yeah.
We found that fact out later.
Was that at the
This
freelance?
isn't an interview, Dylan Andrews. Shut the fuck up and listen. The conversation
It's always him
inevitably turned to
researching
the same
monologues.
place it
Gotta
always did.
know how to present it.
You ever wonder what the fuck we're doing here?
Like all the goddamn time. The way I see it, it's gotta be some super important government shit. Some, like, critical testing stuff. When we get out, there's gonna be medals, awards, fucking parades for us, dude.
For you. Not me, I'm getting out soon.
Yeah?
Yeah, medical discharge.
For real?
I'm not fucking with you.
This whole situation is garbage enough to begin with, but at least we're in it together.
We're in it against each other, if you haven't noticed.
You know what I mean. I would never do that to you.
Red team had a shore leave a while back, and I'd snuck home back to Earth. When AWOL stowed away on a transport.
For real?
Yeah, it wasn't easy, but I had to see Georgina.
Keeping the old flame alive. Wait, she hasn't moved on?
No, dude, it's super serious between us. That's why I need to get back. I don't want to say you owe me one, but...
Yeah. I'm the only reason you're fucking here. You know, if I had frequent flyer miles for every one of your guilt trips, I could cover your entire ride back to Earth.
So you're in?
Ooh.
Way I see it, it's my job to shoot you anyway. Hey, they might give me a medal for this.
That's a spirit, all right. So, brass tacks, my pinky finger, I need you to shoot it off, all right? I've thought about it a lot, and that's going to be my best bet.
Done. I've been waiting to shoot you since we were kids.
All right, not now. We need witnesses, reports and shit, all right? I'll need the pension when I get out.
I could shoot you now for practice.
Oh, good idea.
I figured we could try a bunch of places and you can let me know what hurts the least.
Brilliant.
Semi or full auto?
Riddle me with holes.
Thank God I brought along those explosive rounds.
What are friends for?
The plan was simple. Biff gets hurt, gets a medical discharge. First class ticket back home. But you know what they say. No plan survives first contact with the enemy.
Oh. Alright. And so that was very interesting and not quite what I expected. Obviously, we didn't get the answer. Well, actually, we did get the answer to the cliffhanger, really. I mean, we're seeing, obviously, Dylan wasn't killed. We don't get the answer to what was going on with Church's message and Vic and all that, which is really the main question that we were asking last episode. And it kind of takes the route of, hey, you wanted to know this? How about we go back and tell you stuff that you wanted to know earlier, but we didn't tell you earlier, but now the stuff you want to know now, we're not going to tell you right now. And so now they're doing prequel stuff with Temple and the Blues and Reds. So the way they're setting it up, obviously Temple and Biff are good friends. Like they have a pretty big history, school friends or whatever. And yeah, so I'd assume Biff either dies at the hands of Temple by accident, maybe, if like something goes wrong and he's trying to like, injure him. But that was the mother of invention coming in then, and so maybe it is some freelancer kind of shit, and Biff is going to die that way. I mean, I don't really know kind of how that was. I mean, I think I said it in that. Is this like going to be like Carolina's kind of simulation troopers? Even though that didn't really seem like. I don't know whether to believe that that's a thing, that the simulation troopers were used for the freelancers, because really the only time I've ever seen it is with Tex, and she was kind of there off her own agenda, really, when she was looking for Alpha, kind of. And so it doesn't really make much sense for that. It's all kind of like ambiguous as to what's true. But if it is the case, then it would kind of explain Temple's kind of hatred, I guess, towards Carolina. At least it's like when he had him trapped, he was kind of saying like, "I thought you would recognize my voice, Carolina," and like it seemed that he hated her specifically, as opposed to like all that. He obviously has a thing for all the freelancers. Obviously, he doesn't really like them, but like the way he talked to Wash versus the way he talked to Carolina, it seems like there was like some personal vendetta there, and so that leads me to believe that we're going to get something to do with Carolina in this episode, not in this episode, in the next episode, maybe some backstory as to how that kind of goes. But yeah, I'm not really sure what to make of it. It's pretty interesting. I do like that it's not somebody we know, right, as Temple. It's no like, or at least I don't think it is. There's no like big reveal as to like, oh look, it's this guy behind the mask. Yeah, you predicted it. And it's kind of every red versus blue theory is like trying to link it back to some character we've already introduced, and it's like it seems so foreign of a concept that there are new characters with new motivations and backstories and that sort of stuff. But I'm glad that they're still doing that, and that's basically what this is. It's for the whole kind of team dynamic. There are two teams in Blood Gulch, like the Blues and Reds. All the people, like, I don't know why. It's like, is there a reason why they perfectly mimic the Reds and Blues? Because I mean, they are exact like carbon copies practically, but the only difference I think that we've seen is that, to me, it feels like the Simmons-Griff relationship from our Reds and Blues is instead the Temple Griff, or not Temple Griff, but like if it was like a Church Griff relationship, it's kind of there, instead of it being that duo, the duo is across teams. That seems to be the only kind of distinguishing factor between the two Gulches, really. When you think about it, it's like they're doing the exact same shit, as the Reds and Blues did. They're having the same conversations. They're exactly the same people practically. And I just think it's like that one factor maybe is what's going to be the one that kind of turns the tide between what made the Reds and Blues heroes and what made the Blues and Reds villains. And I wonder if that's supposed to be some kind of like purposeful, not metaphor, but commentary on like Griffin Simmons. That's probably overanalyzing it far too much. And I mean, this feels like only half an episode to really even judge it on. We haven't got. It was like a cliffhanger was answered with an expository cliffhanger. Like we didn't even really get the full backstory here. It's kind of like we got half of it, and then they're like, and then this happened. Tune in next week. But yeah, there's not really much more that I want to say. Temple's definitely kind of, he is crazy, I think. He's definitely sick in the head. Weird, but I feel like it is kind of going to be justified. But I also think it's like he wants to be a villain kind of thing. It's not like it's some guy doing something bad that he thinks is for a good cause or something bad that he thinks is justified. I think he knows that he's the baddie. I mean, obviously last episode we saw on the monitor on his computer it was like Shakespeare monologues and it's like how to villain, and it's like it's very weird kind of thing. Is like, so excuse me, he seems like a baddie but it's kind of playing it up, if you know what I mean. And especially in this, it's kind of him just monologuing his backstory. It's like, all right, so now we've got you at gunpoint, here's what I'm about, and then he's just telling the reporter. It's like, if he didn't trust him, he obviously has some distrust for Dylan and Jackson, that even under the act of the Blues and Reds like being what Tucker thinks they are, that kind of like with the vendetta against UNSC, even under that facade he still didn't like the reporters. So it's weird that he's kind of just like telling them everything. But yeah, I do. It's a cool episode, cool dynamic to see the Blues and Reds and how they came about. I hope we do get an answer for why they're exactly the same. Because if we don't, it's just going to seem really weird. The fact that like it's funny, but it's too on the nose to be coincidental and just like for them just go, yeah, they're the same. Simmons sounds exactly the same. There's a guy who makes innuendos and all this, then Caboose is another idiot. It's just like, I think that's something that's gonna not bug me, but like irk me a little bit as to whether that gets answered or whether there is a real explanation. I mean, if there isn't, it's not going to be end of world, but it's a bit kind of too coincidental, if you know what I mean. I think the similarities between the two gulches in kind of the two teams of like Blues and Reds and Reds and Blues, I think there's enough similarities to where it's interesting, though. Especially, I think even at the start of this episode, I mentioned it. Just that intro kind of tune. It's the Red versus Blue kind of intro, but it's just altered slightly to where you're going. There's something doesn't feel right here, and I think that's kind of the whole point. And so I'm excited to see what happens with Temple. What's happened with Temple? If I probably phrase it. We didn't even get any Reds and Blues in this episode, so I want to see if Tucker kind of catches on. I want to see what was on about Church's message with Vic, and I want to see what happens to Wash and Carolina. Yeah, as to whether they die a most painful death. Unlikely though. Either way, if you have enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and comment as to what you'd like me to react to next. And be sure to subscribe. I'm currently doing Red vs Blue reactions every Sunday and Camp reactions every possibly Friday, but probably Saturdays. So yeah, subscribe so you're notified and that you know when I put out a new video. Also, just put out videos whenever I want. I should be having a little bit more free time on my hands very soon to make some more videos, and I might do some kind of like review video, like whole season reviews, maybe some rankings, some top 10, some like just like thoughts kind of stuff of Red versus Blue as a whole. If you'd like to see that, leave a comment. I don't know. But either way, I want to do something like that anyway. Yeah. So I've been Eproth. This is the most flustered outro. I've been Eproth, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.